everybody, Zach from Mythos Pedals, and today on Why I Made This, we've got the brand new Mythos Herculean Deluxe Overdrive. This is the latest member of the Mythos Pedals family, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So, just like every other episode of Why I Made This, we're going to talk about why I made it, what's the sound, who's it for, and are there any caveats. So why did I make this? The Herculean is really the result of the community asking me to make a 2-in-1 overdrive. For years, I've been thinking about 2-in-1 overdrives because I actually love those style pedals, but it never felt right. I wanted to do something a little bit more original, something way more tweaked, something a bit outside the norm of what I have done, instead of embracing the circuits I've made in the past or things I'm already really good at tweaking. So that's what I did. I dove back into all the circuits that we've made previously and put them in this box. Now, those circuits are the Herculean V2 and the Runestone. So the Runestone is a modified Bluesbreaker circuit. I made this originally for Riff City Guitar, and they went to a few other stores, and people really like them. And in the used market now, they demand a pretty good premium. And I thought for a long time I just didn't really like Bluesbreaker circuits, but after busting this back out, realized, oh, no, I do like it. This one sounds really good. And the Herculean, excuse me, we call it the Herc, is one of my favorite overdrives that never felt like it got its day in the sun. I think people never really understood what this pedal was, what the sound was, and how versatile and useful this pedal really is. So we wanted to kind of reframe what people thought about this circuit and combine it with another really useful circuit that you guys have been asking me to reissue or put in something, and make this, the Herculean Deluxe. So what is the sound? On the left side, you have the Herculean circuit, which has level, drive, clarity, and bass. On the right side, you have the Runestone circuit, which has level, drive, and voice, which is a tone circuit. Now, the Herculean side covers a wide range of tones. The clarity and bass knobs are really effective. You can dump all the clarity or the tone, dump all the bass, and get a really nice mid-forward, smoky sound. You can increase the clarity, keep that bass low for a real clear and present sound. The bass knob is interactive with the drive knob, so you can have really thick saturation if you want it to. There's just a ton of variety on this side. And on the Runestone side, I've tried to fix a lot of the shortcomings that I've found with the Bluesbreaker style circuit. So it has a lot more output, a much wider range of gain, and I've revoiced the tone circuit to be a little more centered, so it's not as bright and it has more bass. So what I believe that does is make this thing even more neutral. I know a lot of people love that style circuit for that sort of out of the way transparency, quote unquote, that a lot of those style circuits have, but I feel like what we've done is keep it kind of in that realm, but push it further so it's a little more useful, at least in our opinion. So when you have this kind of thick, punchy drive side and this really out-of-the-way, transparent drive side, you can combine them in really interesting ways, because not only do you have all these controls on the face, you have an order toggle. Whichever way it's pointed, that circuit is first in the signal path. And then internally, you also have a variety of clipping and a presence trimmer for the Runestone side. So the clipping options are really useful. On the Herculean side, you have a stock, which is silicon symmetrical clipping, or Zen, which uses two MOSFET transistors with NOS germanium diodes that give a really nice compression and smooth feel on the edge of the note that's not as present in the stock mode. Oddly enough, we like the Zen mode so much that that is how these are shipping. Now, on the Runestone side, you have both soft and hard clipping. So you can have a little bit more of that smoother sound with the soft clipping, or a little bit more of a hard edge with the hard clipping. And then both of them, you can just turn all the clipping off, so you can use them just as kind of a pure op-amp drive, which is really cool. And you could turn both the clipping options on to get even more signal clipping, a little bit more compression from both sides if you want to. So there's a ton of options just on this little switch array inside the pedal. Now, I know what some of you are saying, why did you put that on the inside? But we felt like for this thing, once you find what really feels right under your fingers and sounds best with your rig, it's not something you have to play with all the time, because they're very obvious when you get into them that they're different, but they're not night and day. It's still just shifting that circuit one way or the other. So we felt like it would be best to keep it inside the pedal. And likewise with the presence trimmer on the Runestone side, we set it about 10 o'clock or so just to shave off a little high end, but you can turn it all the way up, get more clarity, turn it all the way down to dump some more treble to make it a little bit darker on that side if you want to. So who is this for? This pedal is your drive section. If you use a bunch of drive pedals, you can replace a lot with this. If you want just a simple 2-in-1 pedal that covers a wide range of tones, this is the one you need. This covers such a variety of sounds that we feel like it's really for everybody. And we had a real trial by fire taking it to NAMM and letting all the players that came through the show try it, because we heard so many different people playing so many different styles of music, and everyone kind of said it felt right under their fingers. And that is the thing you guys know I strive so hard for. I want these circuits to feel good. I want them to play naturally, to not get in the way, just extend what you already have. And the Herculean Deluxe, I believe, really, really does that. I'm super proud of this thing and just impressed with what we accomplished. I know that I designed it, but sometimes you don't really know what a circuit's going to do until you have it in your hands and get to play with it and then get it to other people and let them experience it. So I believe this circuit is for everybody. So any caveats? Well, it's just mono. Each side is independent, so you can use each side by itself or together, change the order and all of that, but you can't split out each side independently to like a remote switcher. So sadly, that is not an option we opted for. We felt like both these sides really work best together and they should stay together. You shouldn't really have to split them out. So that is one thing. Apart from that, you know, it's an overdrive pedal. Some people might not like the voice of it. Some people might want more gain. It does have quite a bit of gain if you dime it, but also that makes a lot of output. But apart from that, I don't feel like there's a lot of shortcomings. Reviews and the internet will tell me something different, I'm sure. But all in all, I'm so proud of the Herculean Deluxe. We are really happy with it. And one of our favorite things about it is the powder coat. This powder coat is called Ron Burgundy. And depending on the light, it can look kind of like this burgundy color. It can look a little bit more purple, a little more red. It's really cool. We're really happy with the aesthetics and how everything turned out. So all in all, I'm so excited for you guys to get these at your feet and start messing with it. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this circuit. And here in a second, I want to have some playthrough with both humbuckers, single coils, and we'll zip off the back and go through some of the clipping options. A lot of that might be lost sonically due to YouTube's compression, but I wanted to have it there so you could check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.